We start in Bangladesh, where Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina is racing towards a landslide win in the country's parliamentary election. But the opposition is calling foul. Dozens of opposition candidates pulled out of their races amid allegations of vote tampering and intimidation, and the leader of the opposition alliance has rejected the result. Violence has also marred the voting. Our correspondent Nimisha Jaiswal is standing by for us in Dhaka at the Election Media Center there in the capital. Nimisha, according to local reports, the Prime Minister Hasina has now locked in a landslide victory. Even so, we're still hearing the opposition alliance calling for a new election. Why is that?
Well, the opposition claims that this election is rigged are far from new. Through the campaign process, they have been raising questions. Violence has marred the campaign process. Several lives were lost in the last 3 weeks during campaigning. And today as well, at least 17 or 18 people have been reported dead. The opposition says this vote is rigged. Ballot papers are being stuffed. There is intimidation on the ground, and this is why they want this election to be held again under a caretaker government. However, this is highly unlikely because there are no clear indications of vote rigging or ballot box stuffing, and the ruling party says it's just a case of sore losers. They would have accepted an election where they won, but this one does not fit them well.
So, with that said, with no signs of vote tampering, is it possible, though, to say that this was a free and fair election?
Well, the ruling party has repeatedly said that they are very proud of the fact that this was a participatory election. It's important to note that in the last 10 years, this is the first participatory election because the last one was a walkthrough for the current government. There was no opposition the last time around. However, it is also worth noting that there has been violence across the country, and in Dhaka itself, Dhaka remained peaceful, but while we were on the ground, we noted certain signs of the fact that the Awami League, the ruling party, held strong power. We saw almost no polling agents from the opposition on the ground, and many people were concerned about this absence of the opposition on the ground. There's also no banners out there in Dhaka which actually show opposition leaders. So small signs, no serious signs, but of course there are indications that there were pressure and power was exerted by the ruling party. But this, it's seriously doubted that this can lead to a call for a re-election.
Now that we know that Prime Minister Hasina will get that third consecutive term, briefly, if you can, what agenda can we expect from her?
Well, in the election run-up, Sheikh Hasina has promised a continuance of the strong economic growth this government has shown over the last 10 years, an average of a 7% GDP, stronger than India's and Pakistan's. There will also be expectations, however, from a very strong youth voter base, which does not care about the political party. They want better education. Unemployment is a big question being raised in this country right now, and they would expect the government to deliver on that front as well. Garment workers would expect better minimum wages. So some promises to be kept and more to be made by this current government, which is expected to come back tomorrow.
Nimisha Jaiswal reporting from Dhaka for us. Thank you very much.